Hi, and welcome. Today we have a treat in store for you. This is the raw curried rice, so well known from Mai and Chef Ito at Au Lac Restaurant. Today you're in for a special treat, so get ready, everyone. You're in for a really, really big treat today because, boy, do we have something amazing in store for you. Hi, this is Dorit, and welcome to Elegantly Raw. My favorite restaurant in the entire United States is Au Lac. There are two restaurants, one in Fountain Valley and one downtown LA. Here is the dynamo behind it. Her name is Mai, and welcome, Mai. Welcome, Mai. Nice to have you here. Please let us know what it is that you're making today, and welcome.
Hi, welcome, Dory. Thanks for letting me show off my face. How are you doing? Happy New Year.
And what an amazing start to
Yeah,
know
we
you are making.
we yes, we are making the raw curry rice with the heart shape. This is one of our famous dishes. So it is the raw rice, of course, and it is soaked with hours to be sprout, which is the highest protein you could have. And then we make the ingredients mix up together, which is this. I show you. Okay, here, my dear. Can you see it? Hang on, hang on. Here.
Bring it to the center of the screen. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Bring it a little higher, please, Mai. And to the right,
yeah,
towards William.
right.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
William. Yes.
the
That's,
heck.
tell us what that is, please, Mai.
Yes, it is the black spot. Black part is the raw rice, and the white part is, of course, the cauliflower. And the green one is broccoli. The yellow one is corn. Next to it, green is peas, and then the orange color is a carrot. All right, you see it, everything?
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Okay, so we have to mix up those ingredients and we leave it at on the base. You see here. Okay, we put it in the frame with the shape as a heart shape. So the first layer we have avocado, and then the next one we have is cucumber, and then the last part is a mix of those I show you, except the carrot is on the top. So we make with the raw macadamia dressing that Chef Ito give us that ingredients, and then we mix with raw coconut oil. Yeah, and then we tap it to make it as a shape like this. So when you remove the frame, then it come up with a beautiful heart that Chef Ito want to show people. This is our heart for you and the best food for your health. Okay.
And
So yeah,
and can you bring it a little bit back to the center so people can see the heart shape into, yes,
yeah,
perfect. Thank you.
you're
Lovely.
welcome.
Now, this is your most popular restaurant at both restaurants. Your most
Yes,
popular item at both restaurants.
yes,
And
both of them. Yeah. Mhm.
and could you please let us know, are people who do not eat raw, or do they also love this?
Oh, yes, people enjoy it, surprisingly, because sometimes I present to the customer, don't you think that the rice always have to be cooked? But no, this kind of the rice that we're using on our living food is 100% uncooked. Then everyone look at me, oh my God, how can you eat? I say, of course, we are not the bird to eat raw rice. Well, we have the technique. We have to soak the rice and it is organic. Not every single rice that you can make this dish. No, it must be organic white rice. So Chef Ito is the one choose the top of the line for the rice. So what happened? We soak it overnight. Then you have the rice sprout, okay? And from that point, you mix with other raw ingredients. Then it turned out to be this kind of dish. And the customer who enjoy it, because why? We have the flavor of the curry and the food is very tasty. That's how they feel like, the living food is not so bad at all. And then when they eat only small amounts, they feel like they are full but very light, because the rice, I explained to everyone, once the rice that you cook, you have a lot of carbohydrate. It's just a matter less or more. But this kind of rice, you don't have to worry about that. So it's the best for the diabetes people. The sugar never shoot up, 100% guarantee. But when I give them the sample, then they like it. I say, oh my goodness, it's so tasty, unbelievable. Then they start trying. And once they start trying, they feel it's so super healthy for their health. Then they hook up with this. And yesterday I shared with you, one of the customer who came in, he bought my raw rice. And then I just come across to him. He shared me the story of his health. He had the liver cancer, then it's, very bad, and it went to the last stage, and he thinks that he will die, and they have to amputate his legs and this and that. And he showed me all the picture documents that he had. He showed me this kind of food is a medicine. It saved my life when I changed my diet. You see, but anyhow, I don't mean to advertise things so much, but hopefully that everyone get a chance to come and taste it to see how you like it. The top part, I forgot to tell you that Chef create this. What is it? Can you tell me, Dorit?
We can't see. You have to bring it closer to the. That looks almost like it's mushroom or or nuts. Looks like walnuts or mushrooms. Which is it? Is that I'm not sure. Can you tell us?
Yes, it is a black mushroom that we marinated. So we put in the food dehydrator. Make it quite chewy. Then you feel like, oh, you're eating some texture, crunchy on top. And I'm missing one ingredient. It is a raw olive or raw olive. We don't use a regular olive out there. Okay. We must have the company supply for us raw olive. It is in here. But anyhow, you can check it out, all the ingredients, olac.com, with our living rice, especially the raw curry rice. Would you like to know what is in there?
Yes. So
can you
go back and show us everything that you put on there, layer by layer, please? So that is those are the dehydrated mushrooms.
Yes, dehydrated mushroom.
And the first layer?
The first layer here is avocado, you see?
And then?
Then the second layer is our inside. You cannot tell. We put some of the shredded cucumber at the bottom. And then finally, we put the mixing ingredients of those things right here. You remember I told you earlier? It's a cauliflower.
Can you bring that forward? Can you bring it forward, please? Thank you.
Okay, all right. Let me show you. Here it is. Okay, sorry. Go to the right. Can you see it well?
Yes, and can you again, for people who are watching, call out exactly what it is, and for how long do you soak and sprout the rice first?
In the filter water overnight. Okay, and then the white part is a raw cauliflower. And the next one is a green color is raw, of course, organic broccoli. And then the corn is yellow color. And then the peas is green. And the orange
The orange is the carrot.
yes, that is the top part for the shape of the alien with the shape as a heart shape for decoration on top. Okay, you can see it well, my dear.
Yes, I can. Thank you. And how do you make it into a heart, Mai?
Okay, if we want to be convert to be the heart, maybe will bring me the the shape of the heart with the frame, and you know how the trick could be. Okay, give me the second. That Chef Ito trick. I say, oh my lord, how all combination of this turn out to be the shape of the heart? Of course, he must have the
Can you
trick,
can you
and I
tell
like
our
to show
viewers?
you how it is.
Can
How does it look?
you,
Okay,
Mai, can you tell our viewers about Chef Ito, please? Because he's a
very
very special person.
yeah. Here, can you see the shape of the heart?
Yes, yes, we can. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Thank you.
That's it.
And tell us
As
about
we
Chef
put all
Ito.
the solution in here, and then yeah, Chef Ito, he is the chef of Raw Chefs in 2001. He joined me after he saw the article of myself in LA Times. Then he came, he told me that my food is good, but it's not the best for my health. So anyhow, so he explained to me how the concept of living, that means everything is uncooked. And I say, oh my God, how can I survive with uncooked food? And where is the protein? Then he explained to me a lot. Okay, from raw nuts, from organic raw rice, and then he has to make me the food. And after I taste it, I say, oh my Lord, this is amazing. No kitchen, no stove. I mean, no stove, actually, no fire, no regular heat. So everything must be below 118 Fahrenheit for the enzymes that our body really needed. So so that's how he joined me 2001. And the part is people knowing him because he's a creator of all my living cuisine on my menu. And now we come up with the two kitchens, one cook, one raw. Okay, we start since 2007. So we have full menu of raw that you can buy from appetizer until dessert, even 100% raw for his way. And he's famous because he doesn't talk. Of course, how can me and him communication for teaching in the kitchen? Of course, he display all the ingredients, and then he look at me. He say, "Look." Then he show other people, "Look, look, look." All the kitchen team come and he laid out all the ingredients with the accurate measurement. So step by step, he teach people. Then they have to make the note. This is how much. This is how much. And first step, second step, and third step, something like that. And
So Mai, I think it's frozen a
will
little bit.
yeah
Yeah, yeah. So you just got frozen a
yeah
little bit. So we're going to
yeah
start with you show
yeah.
can you show us you are going to for the next month you're going to be showing how to make your tostada. Can you tell us something about the tostada, please?
Yes, tostada is one of the dish. The name is just like duplicate of the Spanish food, but he make it the raw dish is very well with the layer of corn And the corn, we have to make everything from scratch. That means we have to fry it out and put it in the food dehydrator for hours in order to be evaporated and make it crispy and crunchy. Okay. Of course, it has no oil. All right. And then other stuff in there, I will display for you next time. First layer is my raw cheese. The cheese that we make from raw macadamia.
So the cheese is from raw macadamia nuts. And I wanted to just, I know that you're freezing up again, Ma. I don't know if you're aware of that, but I just want to make it clear that Chef Ito is somebody who's very well known because Chef Ito himself has taken a vow of silence. And so he doesn't speak using his voice, but he sure speaks using his incredibly artistic
he could speak. Yeah, he could speak. Right. But he prefer not to talk. Do you know why?
Go ahead and tell us, please. Go ahead and tell us.
I can hear. Can you hear me, Dory?
Yeah. You were about to explain.
Yeah.
Why
The
vow of silence.
Reason, yes. When I asked him the reason that you prefer not to talk, and you know what he said? He didn't say anything. He write on a piece of paper. If I don't talk, I could be in tune with God 24 hours. Can you understand that? Can you hear me there?
And this is why his food, we call it a divine creation.
Exactly.
The silence of his own being, which is where we all exist anyway, in reality.
Yes, exactly. And I share with you, I asked him, how can you come up with this kind of ingredients? And then you know what he say? He wrote down for me, from God. Can you imagine that?
Absolutely. Now I'm going to actually go on to our viewers. We have a lot of comments from viewers, and I would like to let you know what they are. Hi, Tina. Alicia says, yum. Alicia says, my breakfast isn't doing me justice. And she said to have a great day. And Alicia says, beautiful. Susan Fabricant says, organic white rice soaked overnight, sprouted. I don't see the rest of your quote here, Susan, if you could put it up for me. And it's not white rice at all. This is not white rice.
No.
Yes, because we use a whole grain.
It's not.
So you want to have all of the nutrient value in the rice, which is why it's not white rice.
White, not just white. No.
Not been bleached out. And Miriam Shiro says, not buying organic is an injustice to our vegan lifestyle. We do not care about the bees and other pollinating animals if we do not buy organic. Susan Fabricant says, bravo, Au Lac. Miriam Shiro says, hello, I'm in Denver, Colorado. And Miriam says, I soak the rice for 24 to 30 minutes. That's not enough time, Miriam.
I think if you need to know exactly how much time, Will can talk to my sous chef because she take care of that and I do the other part.
Okay, so why don't we bring William on and let him talk about this thing? Thank you.
I asked to Go Hian if she can, how much time that she soak the organic white rice in the water, in the filter water. Okay. Hian. Oh, the sous chef. She is not here, my dear. because we come a little bit early. The restaurant starts at 11:30. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
Frederick Shirley says, "I love Au Lac," and Christy
Thank you.
Warfield is saying hello, and Tina says sounds gone. I'm not sure what Tina means, but could you talk about what Miriam said? She's talking about soaking the rice for only 24 to 30 minutes, and it's not. I've never heard of anybody soaking rice
Yeah.
24 to 30 minutes and eating it before. Could you comment on that, please, Mai?
Well, okay. I released this for you. I forgot to tell you one part. If you leave the rice with the whole grain, how can it sprout? No. The trick is you have to cry it, break it with the white part inside. Okay, look at this, look at this. Let me hold the rice for you. The rice, okay, in my hand here, okay. Can you see it, Dory? Okay.
No, I cannot. Not
We
yet.
have to break it.
Can you show it? Can you
Okay.
show it again? Show it again, please. Can you show it again?
Oh, okay, my dear. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes,
You see some
absolutely.
white part in the rice? You see?
Yes.
You don't see all black. You see some white part. So what is that? The white part is the part that we break the grain. Then the white part inside of that organic white rice can show up. When it show up, then you soak with water. And you know what happened? Of course, it will be sprout. But if we leave the whole grain, I'm sorry, you soak it 4 days, 5 days, it never sprout. Okay, so that
Yes.
is the technique. That is the technique that we barely release it in public because I never opened any cooking class since I have Chef Ito. Okay, I have to ask him one day if I like to have the cooking class again. That's how I used to. In 1998, at that time I only taught people the cooking food only.
So I see that Mai's frozen again. So what she was saying
Sorry.
was that until then she only taught cooked food, and here she's back again. Go ahead, Mai. Mai?
Silent. Tell someone. Yes, I hear you. Hi, some fans need to be accurate hours of soaking rice. Unfortunately, I don't do it every day, so I don't know. My sous chef is the only one know how long does it take. Okay. So anyhow, I tell you that I used to open a cooking class. The restaurant opened since 1997. So I was the only one in the restaurant, and customer come in, I convince them to drop the meat. And if they ask me, how can you make the fish taste so good? And this and that, I had to explain every single person. Okay, you have to think the food tastes good because of what? The technique cooking, the herb that I put on top to cover up for you. Okay, so that's how when I open a cooking class with my cook food, I tell people the concept of making the food taste good, 2 things. Number 1 is the flavor, where it come from. Okay, for example, you want to cook curry, then you must have curry powder. Okay, all right. So if you want to make roasted chicken French cooking, you must have garlic, onions. Those are the herbs. You must have it for the
Okay, so
flavor.
hold on a second, Mai. I want to make everybody clear that when you say chicken, you do not mean real chicken, you mean
No, my
vegan.
no,
Let's
no,
make
no, no, my vegan chicken. No, because I have two kitchens. I want to duplicate for everything that I was grow up with, which is fish, chicken, everything, but they are 100% no animal product. So the shape look like fish with seaweed cover outside. The chicken look like chicken, but it's no chicken, of course. The texture is soy fiber in there. Make it you feel like you satisfy and duplicate traditional cooking. You feel like you're not missing any meat at all because the food tastes good. All right. So anyhow, so is our time up right now, my dear?
No, we have some time, but I just wanted to go back. We
Yeah,
have 3 more minutes. I just wanted to go back to the
3 months.
rice. Yeah, to the rice,
Yes, the
because
rice.
when I was
Um,
making the food
oh,
for other
okay.
people, I used to actually
Yes.
use wild rice. I would soak wild rice and make raw wild rice. That's another way
But
that you can
but
have rice raw.
yes, but the rice have to be break it, not the
Yes.
whole grain. That means you have to grind it a little bit to break out. And the hours that the sous chef just let me know 8 hours. 8 hours of soaking under filter water.
Yeah, and now the
Get it
mushroom.
right.
And now the
The
mushrooms.
mushroom.
You
Yeah.
you dehydrate them for how long?
Yeah. We put in the food dehydrator. Sometimes it takes like at least 24 hours in order to be, dried and, you know, taste good. That's how it is. Because the concept of living, we cannot cook it. We have to use food dehydrator in order to keep the enzymes 118 Fahrenheit. You know that. Below. Why? Because the enzyme absorb in our body, break all the food so fast, go to our blood, then you feel so much energy. And when you eat, you don't feel heavy at all. Okay? So may I know that are we done now? Because it's about
Yes,
time we open the restaurant.
yes, I know you need to open the restaurant now, Mai. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Just let us see the rice again. Just bring the rice to the camera
Yeah.
so we can
Okay.
see the
All
rice
right.
again, please.
Yeah.
I would love
Yes.
to. Okay. What
Okay.
about the finished product, the curried rice?
The raw
So
curry
it
rice.
starts out like that, and it ends up like this. And bring it a little higher so people can see the heart and see all the different layers, because this is a layered rice. So we're losing the shot again with, here we go, there we go, lovely, lovely, that is it. It's in the shape of a heart, and you see the different layers there. And now you know what to do and where to go to Au Lac when it's time to travel again. You know exactly where to go. In the meantime, you are now actually serving food, but it's a pickup and a takeout only. Is this true, Mai?
Yes. Thank you. And best wishes for every one of us, especially for our health for the new year.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree. I agree. We all need that. It's something that we all
Yes.
need in our lives right now, is
Yes.
to make sure that we
Yes.
eat and we think and we act as mindfully as possible,
Exactly.
and more silence in our
Yes.
lives, just like Chef Ito does. I think
Yes.
I actually, people
Right.
always ask, what's the secret ingredient at Au Lac? I think the secret ingredient is the fact that you honor Chef Ito and his
Yeah.
silence, and he honors himself and his body, and you all honor
Yeah.
nature so much. And I think it's the honoring of nature that creates the most magnificent food that you have brought to us. Thank you so
Yeah.
very much, Mai
Thank you
and William.
again. Yeah. Take
And next
care.
month, you will teach us how to do a tostada. And then next week we have back again our beautiful Tanya K, or Chef Tanya K, will be teaching us how to make a raw vegan cheese from scratch. And she'll be showing us the entire process. Of course, she has to start beforehand because this has to be fermented. And then she'll be showing us step
Yeah.
by step what she has done to make the raw vegan cheese that we will have next week. So join us again next week. In the meantime, from Mai and myself, thank you all so much, everyone. And we hope to see you all at Au Lac when we can all travel again.
Thank you.
In the meantime, Bye.
Yay. Thank you. Bye.